Welcome, seekers of wisdom and curious minds, to today's exploration into the profound philosophy of Alan Watts. Born in 1915, Alan Watts was a British writer, speaker, and interpreter of Eastern philosophy for the Western world. With a captivating blend of wit, insight, and a deep understanding of both Western and Eastern traditions, Watts became a prominent figure in the mid-20th century counterculture. His journey into the realms of philosophy and spirituality began early in life, and by the age of 16, Watts had already become captivated by the writings of Eastern philosophers. Later, he moved to the United States and embarked on a mission to bridge the gap between Eastern and Western thought, captivating audiences with his lectures and writings. In today's video, we'll unravel the fascinating tapestry of Alan Watts' teachings, from his perspectives on the nature of reality to his musings on the human experience. Watts' words continue to resonate and inspire generations. Join us as we delve into the philosophical depths of Alan Watts, exploring the profound insights that have left an indelible mark on the world of philosophy and spirituality. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. Trying to define yourself is like trying to bite your own teeth. Man suffers only because he takes seriously what the gods made for fun. You are an aperture through which the universe is looking at and exploring itself. The more a thing tends to be permanent, the more it tends to be lifeless. Muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. No valid plans for the future can be made by those who have no capacity for living now. The only Zen you find on the tops of mountains is the Zen you bring up there. To have faith is to trust yourself to the water. When you swim, you don't grab hold of the water, because if you do, you will sink and drown. Instead, you relax and float. We do not come into this world, we come out of it as leaves from a tree. The meaning of life is just to be alive. It is so plain and so obvious and so simple, and yet everybody rushes around in a great panic as if it were necessary to achieve something beyond themselves. You are a function of what the whole universe is doing, in the same way that a wave is a function of what the whole ocean is doing. Man's feelings are always purest and most glowing in the hour of meeting and of farewell. This is the real secret of life, to be completely engaged with what you're doing in the here and now, and instead of calling it work, realize it is play. Through our eyes, the universe is perceiving itself. Through our ears, the universe is listening to its harmonies. We are the witnesses through which the universe becomes conscious of its glory, of its magnificence. I've realized that the past and future are real illusions, that they exist in the present, which is what there is, and all there is. You You and I are all as much continuous with the physical universe as a wave is continuous with the ocean. We thought of life by analogy with a journey, a pilgrimage, which had a serious purpose at the end. And the thing was to get to that end, success or whatever it is, maybe heaven after you're dead. But we missed the point the whole way along. It was a musical thing, and you were supposed to sing or to dance while the music was being played. To travel is to be alive, but to get somewhere is to be dead. For as our own proverb says, to travel well is better than to arrive. Man is a strange being. He's always at loggerheads with himself. He must be. People have to make a living and forget that making a living is not the same thing as making a life. No work or love will flourish out of guilt, fear, or hollowness of heart, just as no valid plans for the future can be made by those who have no capacity for living now. The art of living is neither careless drifting on the one hand, nor fearful clinging to the past on the other. It consists in being sensitive to each moment, in regarding it as utterly new and unique, in having the mind open and wholly receptive. We do not come into this world. We come out of it as leaves from a tree, as the ocean waves, the universe peoples. Every individual is an expression of the whole realm of nature, a unique action of the total universe. The ego is nothing other than the focus of conscious attention. The only Zen you find on the tops of mountains is the Zen you bring up there. You are an aperture through which the universe is looking at and exploring itself. Life is not as serious as the mind makes it out to be. Man is always looking for someone or something to blame, as if it absolves them of personal responsibility. What I am really saying is that you don't need to do anything, because if you see yourself in the correct way, you are all as much extraordinary phenomenon of nature as trees, clouds, the patterns in running water, the flickering of fire, the arrangement of the stars, and the form of a galaxy. You're all just like that, and there's nothing wrong with you at all. As we conclude our journey through the profound wisdom of Alan Watts, we find ourselves standing at the crossroads of introspection and enlightenment. His words, like whispers from the cosmos, remind us to dance with the rhythm of existence, to embrace the ever-changing melody of life. Alan Watts, with his eloquence and insight, beckons us to look within, to recognize our connection to the universe, and to savor the beauty of each fleeting moment. Through the lens of his philosophy, we're reminded that the art of living lies in the appreciation of the present, in the realization that we are not mere spectators, but active participants in the cosmic dance. As we bid farewell to this exploration, let's carry with us the echoes of Alan Watts' teachings, the call to live authentically, to find joy in the journey, and to revel in the mystery of existence. Let the wisdom of Watts be a guiding light on your path of self-discovery and understanding. Thank you for joining us on this intellectual adventure. If you found resonance in the words of Alan Watts, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, as Watts himself might say, Life is not a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be lived.